Hey everybody, it is Friday, another day dedicated to Venus in some parts of the world. It's the last day hanging around this place, New Eden, and we just got treated to a wild card. The buy-in was that it's our last day. Everybody expected to do a circle, check in any unfinished business, anybody not right. And instead, in our introductory address from our trusted leader, he introduced an idea. First of all, when we came into the room, it was darkened. All the window blinds were pulled down. And as you can see, it's kind of overcast today, so any light was greatly appreciated. There were mats assembled in different parts of the room. And what got my attention was there were buckets in a few places. I counted not just one by accident or two by some design, but three, or was there more? Felt like there was more. So that got my hackle up, as in just curious, like, okay, what's the story? And he introduced this idea that this is going to be different stations for you to attune to your body, nobody else but your body, well, depending on the station that you go to. And you are going to administer the medicine that you need. For instance, one mat at the front was for if you were open to interacting with another. Okay, so the basic rules were everybody keeps their clothes on, and there's going to be no overtly or heavily sexualized behavior or interaction. I believe that's what I got, except for one of the stations, but we'll come to that later. There were two stations opposite each other across the room. One was the father station and one was the mother station. So in one, you could receive fatherly type of connection, holding, embracing, or give. And for the mothers, same thing. On either side of those, there were, just like informal mats and blankets and pillows in abundance for if you just wanted or needed your own self-regulation or self-soothing. And then there was another station in the center for purging anything that you recognize that you needed to get rid of. And the entire exercise is to be non-verbal, except for this station that I said I would get back to later. So that you have the purging station, you have the connection station up front, where it's non-verbal. You just go on the mat and you're open. You should go on when you are fairly resourced. You're not going on to open up a new process. And that was a big headline to preface this exercise. And what else? There was two in the back, two other stations. I think that's all. It feels like there's loads. So one of them was to be seen. It was a smallish mat. It looked like only one or two, maybe three at the very maximum could you stand on there. And whatever it was, it was if you wanted or needed to be seen. And that could be gestures, sounds, whatever. And it's not that we also required a witness, but that's what it was for, and trusted that occasionally, because we all knew that we would witness them every once in a while, which I did. And the wild card, besides this entire thing being a wild card invitation, was the kinky box, which was in that box, in that corner, that quadrant. You could go on that mat if you felt like something was alive in you that was of maybe sensual nature. That's the way I can put it in a factual way. So people did go on there, and there were certain rules. There was one prop that was for the to be seen box and the kinky box, and there was a safe word for the kinky box, which was carrot. Anyway, so that's the general idea of it. And so a lot, half the people were not quite feeling really in sync with this, not quite feeling safe with this. And the buy-in for me was when he said, I can feel it in me now. Whatever is alive in people ain't going to get solved by verbally, trying to process it, because we don't have the time. But I feel like we're going to spend the whole morning doing this. And this is going to be the vehicle which will release and purge and integrate and move those energies. So finally It was, who was a buy-in, and we all decided. And another rule was no ejection, so you can't just self-eject out of there. There were 5 assistants that had taken the hot seats for the week. So all in all, it was true. It was what he said. Something a little bit out of the box and a bit of a wild card for all of us. And yeah, it was, I feel like we've only just finished now. This is the break. I thought it was lunchtime, but I'm just out here to give a quick report. Last day. And as one of the assistants said, he walked in the room before anybody came and he said, "Oh no, today, really?" So, going to leave you with that happy note and talk to you later.